What is up, everyone? Welcome to Investing Club. Today was a wild day for the markets. S&P 500 down almost 6%. Dow Jones down more than that. Russell 2000 down 7%, which is awful for me because all the stocks I own are small caps. But anyway, in this video, I'm going to talk about where I think the stock market is going to go right now. Now, first of all, there are no guarantees in the stock market, and what I say in this video may or may not happen. So do not take this as financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. And do your own research. And this is just me looking at the stock market and looking at what I see for the index. So it's been a while since I made one of these videos. And if you've seen these videos, the last thing I said was I was watching the 20-day moving average because that throughout this whole crash and whole rally, it's been pretty reliable in showing the direction of the stock market. Right around here, when this happened, we had this update above the 20-day moving average, which is the green line on this chart. I said, expect prices to go higher. And that's exactly what happened. Now, right here, I made a video and it looked like prices were going to close below it, but they actually ended up going back up and closed right on the 20-day moving average and never closed below it. And so I made that video during the day before the market closed. So I learned my lesson from that. And now we are after market close. So these are the final prices for the day. We've had one of the first closes below the 20-day moving average for this whole rally. Even if you look at in February and March, this was the first day where we saw prices break below the 20-day moving average and we saw them go all the way down. So the question is, what's going to happen right now? A break of the 20-day moving average usually signals that it is likely that we will make a move lower. And none of these things have to happen. There's no such thing as certainty in the stock market. So what I'm saying is only that there is a higher probability of stock prices going down now that they have broken below the 20-day moving average. It is by no means a guarantee, and just because it has happened in the past doesn't mean it's going to happen in the future. Another thing to note is that the RSI was overbought. So if you don't know what the RSI is, it's basically an indicator that just shows when stock prices have gone up too much too fast, or when stock prices have gone down too much too fast. And when it's over when it's over the 70 level, that usually signals that we are overbought. Stock prices have gone up way too fast, and that a correction is usually going to follow. Now, does that always happen? No, it doesn't always happen, but this shows us that there has been a lot of buying going on and that it is probably not sustainable. And when you take into account that and the fact that we now start to have a momentum shift where prices go below the 20-day moving average, that looks to me like it is probable that we will start another move lower. So is it a guarantee? No, of course not. But from what I see, there is a higher probability that that will happen compared to just a few days ago. I would want to see another confirmation day where prices open and close below the 20-day moving average. We could easily see another day tomorrow where stocks gap up another 2 or 3%, and we could spend the whole day back above the moving average. So, one day like this doesn't really mean anything. And an important point is I put the red line here, which is the 200-day moving average, and the stock prices closed right on that. So could that act as a place where stock prices bounce off of and keep going higher? Oh, absolutely, they could. So what I'm waiting for is tomorrow, and for the next couple of days, what's going to happen with stock prices? Are they going to keep going down, or are they going to go back up? So what am I doing right now? Am I going to hedge my portfolio? Am I going to sell my stocks? So depending on what happens in the next few days, I may hedge my portfolio, whether that is buying put options or an inverse ETF or something like that. I'm probably not going to sell stocks because it just doesn't make sense to me. I'm not the type of person that sells stocks just because prices go down. And so hedging seems like a much more attractive option to me. So what I might do is buy some put options on the S&P 500. Now, the bad thing about buying a put option right now is that they're expensive. Put options are extremely expensive right now, and it's because of the volatility in the stock market. We can take a look at the VIX, which is the volatility index, and it jumped up 50% today, which is just insane. So there's a lot of volatility, and with that volatility, option prices are going to go through the roof. So not the best time to buy a put option. It still could work as a hedge, but not the best time to be buying put options. What I might do is buy a spread where I buy a put option and then I sell one at a lower strike price, and that would offset some of the cost. Or again, something I might do is buy an inverse ETF. So we could do something like the SDAO, which is the inverse of the Dow Jones, and this moves opposite to the Dow Jones. So if you expect the Dow Jones to keep falling, then this ETF would go up proportional to the amount of the fall. And so that's really it. All in all, it was just one day, and one day in the stock market means absolutely nothing. We could easily see stock prices keep going up from here. It could just be one of those buy the dip moments. We saw that back around this period. We had 2 down days, and then stock prices kept going up. So they could easily keep going up. But if we see stocks stay below the 20-day moving average is what I'm really looking at. If we see stocks stay below that, then there is an increased probability that we could see a further move down in stock prices. So this is not a video of me saying, sell all your stocks, this is the end of the world, everything's going to crash, the stock market's going to go to zero. That's not going to happen. But it is important to pay attention of these things just to be prepared and to mentally prepare yourself for what could come in the future. So with that, that's it for this video. Leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next video.